game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now he takes this one. All the way to the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
On first down, Mahomes. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple. Charles, they want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady steps away. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. First down, here's Mitchell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing now is Brady. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. A handoff from Mitchell running left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Brady going to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep, Ray McLeod. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Brady now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Brady now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked out by Diamador Lenore. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
49ers have an extra defense. Back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. But he will find his man Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mahomes now to throw, rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The tight end in motion right. Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Mahomes. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the...
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. See Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the San Francisco 49ers taking on, you ready for this one, themselves. The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Mason.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. This will be caught. It's Samuel.
He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Niners are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 64 yards.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want It's just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Brady. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
2 yards, good enough for a first. This is McCaffrey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On play action, now Brady. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
To throw is Brady. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Brady.
A slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's caught.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the...
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This is caught. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you outdoor. So the halftime show. The Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Brady again. He's got it. And he's brought down. McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10.
And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take... Possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing now is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually lift.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught at the 5. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Kittle. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Down to about the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey,
15 yards.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. And they go with McCaffrey. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On second and goal, Mahomes. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Charlie Warner from 8 yards out. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second and 9, Brady. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. On first and 10, here's Brady. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that flag accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Brady to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Looking deep for Jennings. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw, Brady. On the move to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Now Brady. And this is caught. A play for the ages. It's a touchdown to win the Super Bowl on the final play. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions.
Tonight, from Soldier Field.
now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Two and a throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks.